So Deion Sanders is Jackson State is gonna play today against I think Southern U. They're undefeated. This is his third year out there. Deion Sanders is set to leave, and it's pretty much this story pretty much got leaked out way far in advance. He had already let the players know. And I was thinking, man, what do those players don't think? Because, Deion, I mean, even when he got into it with Nick Saban last year over one of the top recruits in the country, Deion has something these other coaches, even on the top, schools, they don't have culture on their side. Prime was able to recruit a lot of people to come down to that community, Jackson State. A lot of kids who coming from across the country, California, Seattle, Texas, to convince them to come to Jackson, Mississippi, of all places. They probably never even heard of Jackson State. So he comes down there, he makes HBCU relevant again. Like I said, BET used to play HBCU football on Saturdays. Like it used to be, it felt more relevant years ago. And Eddie George is HBCU coach also. Shout out to him. But Deion was it looked like he was doing something really good there. He's 16-5 all time as a coach. 3 years. I thought he would have gave them at least 5. But I mean, you had to know he wasn't gonna stay there forever. It would be cool if you had all these former Hall of Fame coaches coaching on that level, but at the end of the day, I'm assuming his goal is to be an NFL coach. Nobody's in it to stay on the bottom level, as sad as that sounds for HBCU. You want to build your way up the ranks. If you want to get to that level, you got to keep on evolving. So you can't stay down there forever. I mean, he even had Mike Zimmer, who used to coach the Vikings. He even had him on the staff. Now, as far as some of these players and how they feel, and I'm saying to myself, man, some of these guys that he recruited to come down there are probably going to be like, yo, I'm out of here. I'm transferring. But Deion's already doing that. Deion's already allegedly been talking to coaches on the staff, and that's real similar. I mean, coaches do that all the time on the pro level, at least when they get another job, they take their whole staff with them. But he's taking members of his staff to Colorado with him, and he's already convinced several players, including his son, to put in their transfer portal early in advance. And a lot of these kids that he recruited to come down there are going to Colorado. Now, that's the part that should piss people off who root for Jackson State or really rooted in that whole HBCU thing, because he brought all those talented players in there, and now they're all going to go back. So the talent you had the last 3 years, they're leaving, most of them, if they're not graduating. And who's going to want to come there? Who's going to take on who's going to take the torch? Is that going to be an attraction like it was the last 3 years? Doubt it. So that's the part that is messed up to me. But I'm not mad at Deion Sanders for taking a promotion. He deserved it. Like I said, look at his record. Jeff Saturday, meanwhile, is an NFL head coach, interim coach, and barely coached high school football. So, I mean, in order for guys like Deion, who's a Hall of Famer, by the way, Jeff Saturday's not, he had to climb his way up the ranks from the HBCU level up to where, Division I, and so forth. So this is the steps that Prime has to take. He's not going to be apologetic about it. They got a game today. They'll probably win. And yeah, a lot of people are just disappointed and let down that he left, and the way that this came out with the way that it was leaked out, and then, the whole, you just had one of the biggest recruits in high school, and he got him, and, and now you're going to take all that talent and take them elsewhere across the country again, from Mississippi to Colorado, and what's going to become of Jackson State and that football program now that Prime is leaving? Probably be irrelevant again. So, yeah, there's people who feel like Prime sold out. There's people who feel like coaches like him are the reason why HBCU football is where it's at now. And I get that. You know what I mean? I get that. But you have to move on at some point. You can't just stay there. You gotta, there's nothing wrong with getting a promotion. I feel like if you're going to be in a job for a long time, 5+ years, you might as well get a promotion or two. Why not? And who are we to say he shouldn't take a better job if he is getting those offers? And he's had other offers, but I guess they just paid him the most money and he liked the situation. Now he'll probably give that school and that, he'll give them some credibility like he did Jackson. I think Deion is a show on his own. Primetime coaching is a show of itself. He's going to bring that swag and that mentality and that talent to Colorado, probably do a 2-year program out there, then take the show back on the run, go to another bigger school, and this is going to keep going. So it's nothing you can really do. But, yeah, it's just the way that it came out. But, yeah, those players, whether they upset or not, it looks like they're going to be going with Prime to Colorado anyway. I just feel bad that Jackson is going to lose so much of their talent and so much of that staff. Who knows what their record is going to be a year from now. But, yeah, Deion Sanders is taking that job. Should he feel bad about that? Let me know what y'all think. Or is people in their feelings about Deion Sanders leaving Jackson State?